Liam's life is pretty rough and sad. For almost 10 years, he hasn't had much time to spend with his family. Things at work have gotten better recently, but the only thing keeping him going these days is the love of his wife, Mika, and their daughter, Konami. One evening, when Liam comes home, Mika greets him and tells him about their daughter's day. Konami is already asleep, but Mika says she'd been asking for a dog all day. After seeing a Shiba at her friend's house, Konami couldn't stop talking about it. Liam isn't sure they can afford a dog right now, but when he peeks at his sleeping daughter, he reconsiders. If a dog would make her happy, maybe it's worth it, even if he has to work extra hours for a few weeks to make it happen. The next day, he takes Konami to a pet store to get her a dog. Her excitement makes it all worth it. Mika is surprised Liam agreed to this, knowing it'll add more responsibility to his already busy life. But for Liam, it doesn't matter. As long as his wife and daughter are happy, he can handle whatever comes his way. The next day at work, Liam's boss yells at him for not turning in a report on time. Liam reminds him that he actually sent it on Thursday, but his boss was out partying and missed the email. Somehow, his boss still blames Liam for it. Every day at work feels like a battle for Liam. He has to deal with his careless boss and rude coworkers who take credit for his efforts and blame him for things he didn't do. His job is total chaos. But no matter how tough the day gets, coming home to his wife and daughter gives him the motivation to keep going. The next morning, while riding the train to work, Liam gets a text from his friend Nita. Nita is excited about a new video game and asks Liam to help him buy it. Liam chuckles at Nita's gaming obsession but agrees to help. After getting off the train, he tries to find the store using his GPS. But since he's unfamiliar with the area, he gets lost. While looking around for the store, he unexpectedly spots his wife on a date with another guy. At first, Liam is shocked because Mika had told him she was taking their child to the sports club, but that clearly isn't happening. That evening, Liam gets home from work and casually asks Mika about her day. She lies, saying she just took Konami to sword practice and nothing else. Liam almost admits he saw her on what seemed like a date, but he decides to keep pretending everything is fine. The idea of ruining their happy family is too overwhelming, so he starts to doubt himself, thinking maybe he misunderstood what he saw. Surely Mika wouldn't cheat on him. Needing some time to think, Liam tries to put his computer on standby, but it won't work, forcing him to shut it down completely. As he walks through the city, he finds himself back at the same spot where he saw his wife the day before. This time it's empty, and he feels a moment of relief when he realizes she's not there. But that relief vanishes when he overhears Mika on the phone with the man he suspects is her lover, and to his shock, she brought Konami with her. Liam desperately hopes this guy is just a close friend, but when Konami calls him dad, his whole world falls apart. Feeling shocked, he heads back to work, trying to convince himself that there has to be a reason for this. Maybe it's just a really loyal friend pretending to be Konami's dad when he's not around. There's no way his wife would cheat on him like this. Just then, his boss comes over and starts yelling at Liam for not working hard enough. Liam explains that he's just waiting for his computer to start up. It's been acting weird with the standby mode lately, and for safety, he has to turn it off completely whenever he takes a break. But instead of being understanding, his boss just yells even louder, saying he should stop taking breaks altogether. At that moment, he gets a call from Mika, who tells him that Konami has been in an accident. In a rush, Liam races to the hospital. When he gets there, he immediately asks Mika where Konami is. She tells him that their daughter has already gone into surgery. At that moment, a doctor comes out and asks if they are Konami's parents. After they both say yes, the doctor tells them that their daughter needs a blood transfusion. One of them will have to donate blood, so he asks what their blood types are. Liam says his blood type is AB positive and Mika says hers is O positive. The doctor then asks Mika to come with him to the operating room for the transfusion. Liam, confused, asks why he can't donate instead. The doctor explains that since Konami has type O blood, Liam's AB positive blood won't work for her. While the surgery is happening, Liam does some research and discovers that it's biologically impossible for Konami to have O blood if he has AB. This leads him to the conclusion that she can't really be his daughter. Liam finally reaches his limit and confronts Mika, demanding to know if Konami is really his daughter. Instead of answering, Mika turns the tables on him, accusing him of not caring about their family. She argues that he's never around, and when Liam explains it's because of his late work hours, she dismisses it, saying his job is useless since he never gets raises or promotions. This means he can't give her the life she wants. Liam is shocked by her accusations, but Mika continues, yelling that during their 10 years of marriage, she's hardly seen him and has had to raise Konami all by herself. She conveniently ignores the fact that Konami isn't even his child. Mika tells Liam he's never really been part of the family and declares she's taking Konami and leaving. When Liam asks where she's going, she doesn't respond and heads straight to Konami's room to tell her they're leaving. Liam tries to stop her, but she pulls away, leaving him desperate, and he cries out that he's always done his best for Konami and begs her not to leave him. But then Konami coldly replies that she likes her other dad more, and in that moment, all of Liam's hope disappears. The next day, Liam arrives at work still feeling crushed by his family's betrayal. Things get even worse when his boss calls him in and accuses him of stealing company money. Liam swears he didn't do it, but the boss claims to have evidence. 50 million yen was transferred to a mysterious account, and the transaction records all point back to Liam's computer. As a result, he's fired on the spot. After Liam loses his job, Mika seizes the opportunity to file for divorce and even sues him for child support, even though Konami isn't really his daughter, and the only source of joy he has left is Nita. When Nita texts him about the latest episode of their favorite show, Liam starts to reply that he wants to watch it with him, but he deletes the message instead. He's too embarrassed to let Nita see how messed up his life has become. He tries to stay hopeful, thinking that if he works hard enough, things will improve. But during his lunch break, he suddenly starts coughing up blood. That night, he struggles to sleep as the coughing gets worse and the harsh reality sinks in. He can't even afford a doctor. With no way to get help, he has to lie in bed and wait for the end. Just when he feels his life slipping away, a strange light appears above him and shows him a series of visions. In those visions, he discovers the truth. It was actually his boss who embezzled the 50 million yen using Liam's computer. To make matters worse, that same boss was the one Mika had been cheating on him with all along. Everything Mika said about feeling neglected turns out to be a total lie. She had always seen Liam as just a pathetic loser she could use for cash. In fact, she was part of the whole plan to pin the blame on him for the company's missing money. Liam is heartbroken and finds it hard to believe what he's witnessed is real. Then, a mysterious guy shows up and tells him it's all true. He looks Liam straight in the eyes and asks if he's really going to let them get away with such a terrible betrayal. Finally pushed to his limit, Liam promises to make them pay for everything they've done, even if it costs him everything. The man seems pleased with the anger radiating from Liam and says he's glad he came by, but he never reveals his name. So Liam asks who he is and why he's there. The man explains that he took an interest in Liam because he's a genuinely good person. But Liam isn't impressed. Being good got him nowhere in the end. If he could do it all again, he'd only look out for himself, putting his needs first. Hearing this, the man smiles and reveals his true purpose. He's offering Liam a chance to start fresh in another world. All Liam has to do is pick which world he wants to be reborn into. This could just be a dream he's having as he lies on his deathbed. But if he really gets the chance to pick a new world, he wants to make it count. He recalls Nita talking about another world once, one filled with robots and space battleships. Choosing this path means entering a place where high-tech gadgets and magic mix ruled by kings and nobles. But power usually goes to the rich, and there's no promise of a good life. For all Liam knows, he could end up as a poor farmer, stuck in the dirt while airships fly above and nobles control everything. Luckily, the man likes him and promises to reincarnate him as the son of a count who rules a whole planet, making his next life a bit better. Hearing this, Liam feels relieved that his next life will be an upgrade from his current one. So, with his last breath, he signs the isekai contract and his soul is sent to the new world on planet Hydra.